Did the Earl and Countess of Wessex really choose their royal titles because of a favourite movie? And why do people think Sophie holds the royal family together? Here's what we know. As far as royal weddings go, the marriage of Prince Edward and Sophie was relatively low-key. They were wed in June of 1999 at St George's Chapel in Windsor. Even though this is the same chapel where Prince Harry married Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, there was none of the ceremonial pomp attached to the day. As Tatler reported, there were no official ceremonial or military activities as part of the festivities. The bride's gown appeared simple and elegant. The designer of the dress, Samantha Keswick, told the publication that the fabric was dyed to match the exact colour of the stone steps of St George's Chapel. While the wedding was a decidedly less lavish affair than those of heirs closer to the throne, the number of television viewers was a staggering 200 million. When Prince Edward married Sophie, the two chose to become Earl and Countess of Wessex instead of Duke and Duchess. According to Express, Prince Edward reportedly liked the character of Lord Wessex in the film Shakespeare in Love and requested that name instead of an existing title. No Wessex property goes with the title. But the Queen later named them the Earl and Countess of Forfar in Scotland as well. According to People magazine, the couple realised that they and their children would not be major members of the royal family and would need to work for a living. Edward and Sophie's children did not receive his and her Royal Highness titles and are not known as Princess or Prince. When the couple's first daughter, Louise, was born, she was a month premature and was in a neonatal unit after a traumatic delivery. Lady Louise developed an eye condition, which was later corrected by surgery. Because of these two events, early in her experience as a mother, the Countess of Wessex has chosen to offer her patronage to organisations that support both maternal and baby nutrition and care. When visiting a hospital in India, she connected with mothers who had recently delivered premature children. One of Sophie's staff told People magazine she spoke very openly about her own experience as a mother of a premature child. She understood why some women were quite traumatised by the experience. That connection was very beautiful. Sophie has also worked tirelessly in support of World Sight Day to help fight trachoma, a disease that causes blindness. In October 2022, she appeared in Malawi to celebrate the announcement of a cure. In 2019, she joined in International Women's Day to announce her commitment to champion women who have suffered from conflict-related sexual violence. Sophie's friend, Mark Foster Brown, told the Evening Standard, "She is really good at helping people out and being empathetic and saying the right thing. She has a particular talent for hitting the right note and letting people feel that she really does care." The Countess of Wessex doesn't just show up to make appearances in support of her charities, she puts in the legwork too. In 2016, for example, she cycled 445 miles from Holyrood House to Buckingham Palace to raise money and awareness for the Duke of Edinburgh's award.
It's probably harder than I thought, and there have definitely been moments when I've thought, what on earth have I decided to do?
Sophie blogged about her cycling experiences. As hard as it was, the Countess was ready for such a challenge because she's a lover of sports. In fact, she met her future husband while playing tennis in 1993. She also shares a passion for parasports, much like Catherine, Princess of Wales, and the two work hard to bring attention to events and tournaments that disabled competitors can take part in, according to Hello magazine. Over the years, Sophie developed a strong relationship with Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip. The Countess lost her own mother to cancer in 2005 and took to calling the Queen Mama, as People magazine reported. Biographer Ingrid Seward wrote in her book, Prince Philip Revealed, a Man of His Century. She got on very well with Philip. She knew how to handle him. She made him laugh and was not fazed by his abruptness. After he died, Sophie told the BBC that grieving his death would take a long time.
Well, he's left a giant-sized hole in our lives.
She went on to explain, it's only when you would do the normal things that you would have done with them, and you suddenly realise that they are not there, that you really start to have an oh my goodness moment.
You'd hear a piece of music or you'd do something and suddenly you would, you'd get taken off at the knees.
Following the death of Prince Philip, Sophie grew even closer to the Queen. The Evening Standard reported that she was often the royal chosen to take his place next to the Queen because she found Sophie's presence reassuring. The two of them would also watch old movies and documentaries together. A royal source told The Sun Sophie is very keen on history. She's proud of her knowledge of military campaigns, and she and the Queen could chunter on for hours about whether this general or that admiral made the right move in some battle or other. During the Queen's funeral, Sophie was thrust into the national eye as the rock of the royal family. People Mag reported she was seen putting her arm around several key members of the family. A guest who attended the funeral said of Sophie, she really seemed to be the person keeping the family together. The designer of her funeral dress revealed on Instagram that the panels of the Countess's coat dress were embroidered with lilies of the valley, the Queen's favourite flowers. It also included flowers that had been in her wedding bouquet, a touching tribute to the late monarch's love for her husband.